Friends, on behalf of the MSJ family and on behalf of myself and my own family, I would like to wish all of you a very happy new year, the very best for 2019. As we end 2018, of course, we could speak about so many issues, all the problems that the country faces, problems that individuals face, and I'm not going to go into them in any kind of detail. You, as much as I, are very familiar with all of these issues, whether it is the issue of crime and violence in the society. More than 520, I think, people have been murdered this year, and there's so much violence as well, too much violence in our homes and on the streets and so on. And the criminal justice system is just not working, and we have the problem of the Chief Justice and what is going to be his fate, and therefore the fate of the respect and integrity of the judiciary in Trinidad and Tobago. We have the problem of jobs and the lack of jobs and unemployment and high prices, especially of food, which impact on the lives of so many of our citizens, particularly those who are barely able to survive from payday to payday. And of course, there are environmental challenges, as we saw last year with the flooding and all of the other problems associated with the lack of care for the environment and the lack of our infrastructure in the country. The state of so many of our communities is just unsatisfactory. In many places, garbage just doesn't get collected. Water is not in the pipes and available to citizens on a regular basis. Roads are in disrepair. We have schools that are not in good condition. Our healthcare system leaves much to be desired, and so on. And then, of course, there's the general economy. The central bank is forecasting that 2019 is going to be even worse than 2018 was, as growth has slowed down and issues of foreign exchange still exist. There are problems at the workplace. The Petrotrin issue will not disappear and go away, and there's more retrenchment, and there are many problems in terms of industrial relations in Trinidad and Tobago today. All of these are issues which you and I face in one way or the other, whether you are an unemployed person living at home, whether you are a young student just finishing university and not facing the prospect of a job coming up, whether you're a small business person. Even some big business people are seeing difficulties with crime and other issues, on economy that is under stress and in decline and so on. I don't want to focus on those things. I want to try and focus your mind as we start 2019 on the future. And of course, all these issues will continue into 2019, that we are sure about. The issue for us, though, is not to identify each issue individually. And we could look at governance and corruption and the state of our parliament and all the institutions of state that are just not working. But I want to say to you that what is really at stake in 2019, the real big decision that we as a people have to make, is what kind of society do we wish to have? What kind of Trinidad and Tobago do we really want to have and live in, and have our children and those who have grandchildren, your grandchildren, live in? That's the big issue. Because if we can resolve that question, then all the other problems will eventually be solved sooner or later, and so on, and all of us could have a better life. So what kind of Trinidad and Tobago do you want? Do you want a Trinidad and Tobago which is characterized by more and more inequality, more and more injustice, an economy which benefits the few and not the many, where some people live a fantastically good life while others just are aspiring to something better, something good and decent for themselves and their family? You want a society where power is in the hands of a few, or that power is in the hands of all of us as an empowered people and so on, able to make the decisions that would improve our lives and our communities and make them safer and a better place to live in. Those are the big questions. What kind of society do we want to have? And of course that comes down to ideas, policies. What kind of economic policies? Do you want the kind of neoliberal economic policies where capital is unregulated, where profits are made obscenely, in spite of a bad economy, group had increased profits of 157% in 2018 over 2017. Republic Bank did similarly better in 2018. But were the lives of the workers better? Were the lives of other citizens better? I would say probably not. Probably, certainly not. And so what kind of society do we want to have? And that comes down to ideas. And we are saying that we have to change Trinidad and Tobago for a more just and equitable place. And we have many policies. Time doesn't permit me to identify all of the details of those policies, but we are saying that both the parties in Parliament, the UNC and the PNM, are really propping up the existing status quo, propping up the system, maintaining the system, strengthening the system of inequality and injustice in Trinidad and Tobago, and therefore creating a society that is not a good society for all of us to live in. Maybe good for a few, but not good for the many. They are creating a society where the foundations that were laid down by Dr. Eric Williams are being dug up, where trade unions are not supposed to exist as strong balancing forces to that of employers and so on. They're digging up those foundations and creating more injustice and inequality. And so the question will have to be in 2019 Trinidad and Tobago, what kind of society do you want to have? And who is best placed to bring about the society of justice and of more and more equality, where the economy, the resources benefit the many and not the few? And the answer to that question really is the MSJ. We are the only party that can offer you a real alternative, a real option to bring about a Trinidad and Tobago where all of us can have a better life. And that is what we have to focus on in 2019 as we go forward. Take care.